Hello, and thanks for tuning in. In this review, I'm going to be taking a look at the third and final entry in the original Evil Dead trilogy. And now, Army of Darkness. The movie once again begins with a continuation of the previous film, this time finding Ash transported to a medieval setting. The rest of the film revolves around him trying to get home and battling the Deadites. I have to say up front, if you are a die-hard fan of the original and hate number 2, you should absolutely avoid this at all costs. The tone is completely slapstick, there's almost no horror present, and they've once again changed genres, this time to a sword and sandal Harryhausen film. The movie looks great, it's well shot and the colors are vibrant. Given that this was a big-budget studio film, that's not that surprising. I really like the plot and setting of this movie. It changed things up from the original that it didn't just feel like a cheap rehash, while also bringing something new to the franchise. Bruce Campbell is once again the main attraction as far as actors go, though I will say the rest of the cast did an adequate job. At the very least, I wasn't completely bored when they were on screen. This film would be the first and only leading role for Bruce Campbell in a studio feature, and that's a shame, as I feel he pulls off the reluctant yet capable hero nicely. There are a number of wigs and fake beards that stick out like sore thumbs. The rest of the production design is really good though. You don't get to see much, but what you do see looks pretty good. There's also some pretty good prosthetics in this one, though some of them again are a bit cheesy. As I mentioned, this film is more of a straight-ahead comedy, and the comedy actually works this time around. I really like the editing of this film. I've seen all 4 versions, and each one flows nicely. There's almost never a dull moment. There's also a fair amount of action, which shouldn't surprise you, as Raimi had previously made Darkman, and would later go on to make those Spider-Man movies. There are a number of really bad-looking optical effects. Did any of these look good in the 90s? This film would also feature the least amount of gore in the entire series, although what is there does do the job. In closing, Army of Darkness is without a doubt my favorite of the Evil Dead trilogy. It knows it's ridiculous and it has fun with it. If you're in the mood to have a good time, go ahead and give it a watch.